Now, how can I not come live and all of y'all are here? How? Hey, D. Hey, Keisha. How y'all doing today? I had to come live. I had to come live. Oh, she going to get her coffee. She going to get her coffee. And I done came up early. It's so nice to see all y'all this morning. D, how do you think? Have you talked to Heather, D? I decided not to talk to her until she gets you should be able to hear me this time. Should be. Yeah, you can. Okay, I know y'all can hear me now. Hear me now. There's Jared talks. Hello, Jared. Yeah, D, how is Heather doing? Keisha, Jared. Oh, I had so much fun over to Jared. Keisha, I don't know if you ever been over to Jared talks. Um, Jared is a nice young man. He's a church boy. He is a church boy. Okay. He's a young man, but you know, he could be young enough to probably be my grandson. 40, 50, 60. Yeah. My son. Swoop like me. Hey. Swoop young enough to be my sister. Swoop, I be out there in the woods, girl. Ooh, I be looking at y'all. Y'all be talking a hot mess. If y'all want to go to somebody's channel and stay in the woods because she'll still get the numbers, then Swoop is the person. Okay. Jamie, I'm trying to think of the other ones on there. They are so funny and so full of life. I tell you, I couldn't wait to come on this morning. It is Friday. Can y'all believe it's Friday? Okay. D is talking about Heather. Come hither with Heather. She had a real bad experience. She was from Australia and then she was sent back to Australia. She has a video on it too. Come hither with Heather. I know she's disappointed. Can you imagine planning for a trip to the US from Australia and you can't make it in? Okay. And that's what happened to Heather. But you have to see the video. Come hither with Heather. And maybe who I want to say, Keisha, you might want to write it down. Come hither with Heather and see what she's talking about and why she couldn't enter the States. So, and they planned for that trip for a whole year. A whole year. So she left, her partner and her best friend stayed. So I don't know. D, do you know if they're coming back? Werner, are they coming back? Or are they just gonna stay the whole time? Okay, so Swoop. She say Buddha, 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 Buddha. I know I love Buddha to talk. Swoop like me, she has an amazing channel. Swoop, put hashtag Betty down there so they'll see. Because honey, I'ma tell you, all right, if your ears, they're a little saucy. They're a little saucy. Don't go late at night. Hey, Lady Sky. Hey. There, my Lady Sky. Getting those watch hours. You're doing amazing, Sky. Oh, I shared her. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Because I got to leave somebody pinned up, but then I'll pin up a little later, is what, because, I'll just talk about it a little bit. I don't want to go too much because I don't know how much, she want me to tell. So I'm gonna really work on that. Yeah, it was horrible. At first I thought she was joking. We're talking about somebody that got deported from out of California airport back to Australia. So, and she made a video. I know if I just say the name, come hither with Heather, because she made a video. So she really wants everybody to kind of know what her experience was and why it happened. So, please stop by there and let's see if anybody else came. Oh, thank you everybody for being here. There's Jennifer, Chloe's mom. The little girl I never met. So Jennifer, you could be the daughter, and they never had a daughter, and then Chloe could be my grandchild. We'll do that. But I don't babysit, Jennifer. I don't babysit. Ask Warmstrong. I need to have Warmstrong up here today too. I don't think he out there. But Warmstrong, if you hear me, you can come up if you want. And I'll definitely send, you know what, y'all? I'm going to send the link over there anyway. Just in case, this would be a good day to have Warmstrong up here. Let's see. Instagram. Warmstrong, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? You usually right up top. Ah, shoot. Warmstrong. I'm coming, y'all. I'm trying to. Oh my God, a package got delivered. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me paste this in here for you. Stay there, y'all. I'm here. I'm here. I just sent it to Warmstrong just in case he can come up. Because he may not. He been working all week. So he may not be able to come up. Thank you, everybody that's here. I'm telling you. I sent Warmstrong here. Warmstrong, if you want to come up, this is Friday. I know you've been busy all week, but just think you ain't got to take over. All you got to do is sit back in the seat and go along with the ride. And you got Jennifer in here too. I should make her come up too. Make Jennifer come up. Well, Jennifer, you could always, what they say, how you multi-screen. You can do that, get you a couple hours, girl. But I don't have, if you do that, Jennifer, then probably Warmstrong's going to have to give me your thing in order for me to send it over to you. Because I don't have your Instagram. Is your Instagram, Jennifer, on the Embarkation Nation? I don't know if you wanted to come up or not. Hey, Muff Channel, how you doing? That's a new name. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much. And Muff Channel, where are you from? Are you out the country? And let's see. Keisha, you know Muff Channel? Oh, okay. And everybody waving and talking to each other. But first I want to get my my notifications. Oh, Pete, I didn't say hi to Pete. Welcome in, and Pete's just drumming up new stuff, y'all. So we got to watch out for scratching Pete. And if you don't know who, okay, Jennifer, I was trying to get you some watch hours, girl. But if you don't know who Scratching Pete is, you need to go to his channel. And Pete, can you share yourself out, please? And every Tuesday, 12:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a whole lot of us over there. And I missed this week, but I'm definitely going to go back and hit the replay on him. And I want to thank everybody that's here and all the people that come after the come for replays. It's just amazing, amazing. Okay, I'll definitely find it. Make sure, Jennifer, I do that today, and then we gonna have anything. So Muff, I don't give out jackets. I already have enough people that have their jackets. So yeah, I do it a little bit differently over here. Okay. Oh, Indonesia. Well, welcome, Muff, and thank you so much for coming. Even D know you. How you know him, D? How do you know him, D? How do you know him? And also, I have pinned to the top Jared Talks. He shared me out on Wednesday. Okay. And I was over Jared Talks. I should have put his link up there too. But I was over at Jared Talks on Monday and we had an amazing time. We did a raid on his channel. So but what D can do, D, go ahead and put hashtag Betty and it'll drop your link. Muff, she's gonna drop her link so he can share your channel. Okay. So anyway, I have a premiere Sunday at noon. Okay, and I think that's it. Yeah, noon, and y'all know I'm here Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know Destination Fun and Friends, they're gonna be 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Hey, Betty. Good morning.
Y'all, I want to tell y'all the truth. I'm really jealous of what's his name? Scott. He just done took my friend. Done took him. Y'all had an amazing show yesterday. I must say that. It's amazing. You
Oh,
know,
thank you, Betty.
yeah, and then it's two different personalities, and that makes it click. Like click. Scott's
Morning, D.
amazing. Yeah, Scott. I've been up really early this morning, so I'm really wired. Miss Betty don't okay. So she's explaining that to Muff. And also Warmstrong, he comes on. So are you doing anything Monday?
No,
Okay.
unless I do a pop up or something like that, but no.
Okay. Oh, these doggone pop-ups. We seeing pop-ups everywhere. We're seeing Jennifer said it was an amazing show.
Amazing. See, it's good to have good friends.
Yeah. Can call them anytime, or they call you and all that good stuff, and be truthful, about what you say instead of a yes person.
Right.
Yeah, because you don't need it. We got enough yes persons. We don't.
It is. And again, I appreciate you called me yesterday, and I appreciated it.
Yeah. I know. You look out for me, and
Didn't
I said,
listen.
huh?
I didn't listen to you. I didn't listen to you, but I appreciate you calling.
You know what I mean. We both do what we want to do now. We come up with the same. But Wednesday nights, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is that show. So this week, is it going to be on whose channel? The Wednesday night show.
I don't know. I'm gonna leave that up to
Okay.
him.
Okay.
I would say this week probably his channel, but again, maybe we'll co-stream again. We'll see how he liked it.
Okay. I hear you.
I'm not a big fan of, and we'll talk about it, Betty. I'm not a big fan of
You don't have to.
co-streaming.
Yeah, we'll talk. Don't
But
worry about it. Yep. Don't even. We ain't even going that one. Okay. So anyway, today I have a make sure I draw this line too for. Hey, Elliot, he came back. Deborah, my best friend, is here. And I think this title really came from Deborah, really, because I didn't know she had obtained her bank job from a different way of me obtaining mine. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit. But it's we all move differently to get to the same destination. There's no right way or wrong way, I would think.
right. I mean, there's always more than one way to do, and that's why with when people talk, um, you listen. We had a discussion last night. There's different ways to do everything. Your way doesn't necessarily mean it's the only right way to do it, and a lot of people don't understand that. People think if I do something and it works, this is the right way. You got to do this. You don't have to do that. Yeah, you can do different things and still get to the same destination.
Okay. And there's Rooted in Essential Famous. I finally seen his baby, his cute
Yeah.
baby. You need to have him on there all the time. I'll come and see him. Just see him. So that's, I was just amazed. They had a train ride when they was on their vacation. So I got to see him. And let's see, let me go ahead and draw my line. But yeah, we're going to talk about that. And another reason I wanted to talk about it too, because I started out with YouTube with a friend, well, somebody I didn't know, but we got to be close friends. And she moved real faster than I did with the YouTube journey, and I couldn't keep up. She probably got like 30,000 people now. I couldn't keep up. And then I think that caused a major frustration for me because I couldn't keep up. She got monetized, I would say less than 6 months. She was moving. She was, and I told her she kept saying, well, Betty, you could do it. I'm like, she told me, I want it for you. I said, but I just cannot move as fast as you can move. I can't. Eventually I just had to back up and back off. So that was another thing. So we do. And Jennifer said, I agree. There are always lots of routes to get there. Yeah. Yeah. Because sometimes we have a goal in mind and we have a vision. And sometimes people can't see our visions. And maybe that's what, when I was talking to Warm Strong, I could see that he had a vision of what and where it was going. See, I was only looking at one thing, so I wasn't looking at the whole thing.
But I mean, again, and again, I'm gonna, Betty, I'm gonna actually bring it up.
Okay.
But again, and just because to explain to people what for me what friends do. I mean, most of like when we talk or whatever, I say I don't like co-streaming or when you're monetized, why are you co-streaming with somebody else? And I mean, and I'm not questioning why you do it, but again, I don't do it because I want the other channel, especially if the other channel's trying to get watch hours. And yesterday, Scott and I we were co-streaming. That was to me, and again, this is why Betty's such a good friend, because she was like, Bill, you say you don't like it, but here you are. And I had more people in my chat than he had in his chat. And it's like, you said one thing, but you're doing something else. And I was trying to explain to Betty, but I was having power outages and all. My power finally came back on, by the way.
Yeah. Yay.
Yeah, I know, right? The difference with Scott and I, we're like a team and trying to pull in as many people as we can to our event.
Okay.
What I wouldn't do is, like, let's say Scott did a private live and brought me up. I probably wouldn't share that out unless he asked me to.
Okay.
And to me, there's a difference. I don't know if that makes sense to everybody, but that's like the difference to me.
It's agreed upon.
Well, and yeah, I mean, again, we'll see, and things can always change. Because I do want him to grow. I want him to. Because I really do. I really think he's going to be big in this industry if he can keep the same energy.
Yeah, and that's one thing I think. I know that both of us want people to grow and excel. I do, because even if I go on somebody's channel now and I know they're working on their hours, then I don't have anything to lose on that on my end. So.
Well, but again, I'm not going to do that. Like, I wouldn't do that for like everybody. Like if Jennifer, she came on Banner with Bill. Well, what's Banner with Bill? But anyway, and I'm trying to guide everybody over to her channel. I wouldn't do that for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't want anybody to get twisted. It's like, nah, Bill and
Haley.
Bill ain't here trying to grow everybody's channel. I will help if I can, but Bill ain't that nice.
Lee is in the house. First
Hey, Lee.
floor audio is in the house, and thank you so much for being here. And Lee, if you hit hashtag Betty, it'll drop your link. And if you want to stay in the house and not go out, go over to his Lee's place, and you'll hear lots of music, and you'll have a fun time. And he also sings. He has a voice. He don't sing like me. Okay. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Share me out. If you share me out, I will pin you up to the top. And the person that shared me out Wednesday was Jared Talks, and I was on his channel Wednesday. I keep saying Monday, but Wednesday. And also, I think Destination Fun them, they're having the new show tomorrow morning.
I can't wait for that show.
Huh?
I can't wait for that new show.
Oh, okay. Did they say, was it in the evening or the morning?
I believe it's evening. It's 6,
Okay.
like 6, was it 6 p.m. in the evening?
I know they're doing something tonight, but I don't know. I know 5:30 tonight, Destination and Friends is doing something. So I didn't check Saturday.
I gotta check because I got a bad habit. I skim over stuff, so I saw it, but I don't know what the title of it was. Like, for the new show, I don't know.
Okay, Jennifer, can you help us out on that, please? Thank you so much. Rudy said, my son is famous, says, I'm sorry. My son is a handful, but you will see him more. They all are handfuls. Boys are handfuls. Boys, they got all that extra. See, and I don't know no different. I don't know, because I raised 2 of them. They tore up stuff, but they didn't tell me till they was grown. Oh, mama, because one got his teeth knocked out when I was gone somewhere, and they told me that he ran into the clothesline, and it's that steel thing.
Ooh.
Come to find out, it wasn't that. He lost his teeth, and I got it back up real fast before he went back to school. And they were playing football and ran into each other, and that's how it got knocked out. That was a hard hit, wasn't it? Yep, they said that's how they did it. So they didn't tell me that till after they were grown. So I don't know what kind of running that was.
Why wouldn't they want to tell you that, though?
You know what, boys?
Did you say?
What I found out with sons, boys, my boys, they covered for each other. They covered for each other a lot.
I mean, but playing football or running into a pole, I mean, I don't see a difference.
Now, because he thought I was gonna get mad at my son for them, knocking his teeth out. That's what
I got you.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm sure I would have.
I got you.
Whoa, I got you. I'm sure they had it right now. They had it right, but they did take up a lot for each other.
Right, I got you.
I don't think my oldest ever was a telltale. He wasn't. My older sister was, and thank God she was, because she saved my butt from a lot. I didn't look at that at that time, but yeah, my mom needed somebody to tell. So yeah, sometimes you need that. Let's see, Jennifer. Yay, the power's back on. God said, "Let there be light."
I know, right?
I don't know why your power goes off so easy.
I gotta call them. Please, you gotta, use 2 pieces of duct tape when you fix the line or something, because my goodness.
Yeah, I think it's just old lines. I was telling you that used to happen to me around here all the time. And once they build the schools, they probably put up new lines.
Oh, that's possible. They probably needed more capacity.
Yeah,
because of the school. So
now, because they have power lines to that can correct it on self.
Yeah. Well, again, I mean, a lot of places it wasn't thought of in the day, but you bury them underground, and you don't have to worry about weather, like especially like down in Florida and things like that. I mean, burying them underground would make more sense than like up here in Michigan or out there where they have a lot of tornadoes and things like that. Bury the lines underground, and you don't have to worry about it.
Hey, Destination, she's busy at work. Jennifer says it's 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Saturday night for the new show. You want to explain that a little bit, Bill, to kind of show what they're doing on the Jennifer them?
What their show is about, like finding channels under, and it doesn't have to be cruising, it's just finding channels under 1,000 that are looking for that little incentive, a little boost, a little the share out, so to speak, to help them grow. They're really good people, and they want to see other people grow. And you know, once you get your 1,000 and your 4,000 watch hours, well, it's kind of for you to get out there and start working to grow your channel. But they're looking to grow these smaller channels. So a smaller channel, and they're gonna do 3 a week and focus at it's 3 hours, so one every hour. They're gonna focus on a on one channel to help them grow and expose them to a larger community. And I think it's a really good idea. And it's a better idea. I think Destination Fun thought of this. It's better than going to something like Tuber Chat. Tuber Chat exposes you to a lot of channels, but you really don't know anything about the channels. It's up to you to go do the work for it. Well, this way, the person can actually come on and they talk about their channel, and I'm sure they're going to be just like basic channels and why did you start your channel, and let them talk about their channel, and so you can see their excitement for their channel and whatever it is. And I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. So they were saying something about too. I guess you could. I don't know. But to me, I'm thinking if you got the 1,000 hours, but you don't have your watch hours. But I guess that's not on their agenda.
Supposedly, I was looking at that last night, Betty. I was looking like analytics as far as if you get more subscribers, usually you get more watch hours. And I was looking at it last night, and you could see, like I was looking at mine, how it goes up like this. There's little peaks and stuff like that, but it's kind of going up. And I looked at a few. I looked Embarkation Nation. I didn't look at yours. I looked at a couple, and you can see
not doing that great right now.
But no. But again, it's still going up.
I know, but I'm just saying, when I didn't do those long videos, now it's starting to, go up a little bit. So
and I think that's what the show is about. It's about just getting your channel out there so people can come by and watch. And like, people really, people that want to watch your channel, and you get to hear their story. And again, I'm hoping for me, I focus a lot on cruising, but there's a lot of channels out there that aren't cruising that have really good material. There's a traveling check, and again, I know Jennifer probably thinks I'm saying it because it's her uncle, I believe. He really does great dive videos. I can't swim, and I don't want to swim with sharks, but when I watch his videos, it's like I'm watching like a TV show about sharks. And I think he only had like 19 subs, and it's like, wow, this is a good channel. If you like that kind of stuff, this is a great channel. I never would have known if it wasn't for Jennifer, probably.
Okay. And Muff is a new face in the crowd. I thank you so much again for being here, and all the people that watch my replay, I thank you so much. But what I'm gonna go back on, Destination Fun said, yeah, it's about the watch. I was going to talk about that. Okay. I thought I heard a little bit about that. So, okay. But I know, again, she goes on at 5:30 tonight, and it's 3 of them. So I don't know if Danny and them going to be with them, but I know they had their faces on there with their partners. So, okay. But sometimes, and this just takes me way back when I left my 9-to-5 job. And sometimes we can have a goal in mind, and people just can't see it. You already visualize it, and you see the whole picture. Sometimes you think you see the whole picture is what it is, So a lot of times people won't talk on it. I don't think when I left my 9-to-5 job, I don't think I told my mom until after. Because my mom is from the old school, that 9-to-5, put your head down and stay there for 35 years. Girl, that's a good job. That's a good job. Why you gonna leave that? I know I would have heard that. Okay. So So, because she wouldn't have seen the vision, she really wouldn't
Right.
have. Now, sometimes you don't need to hold your mouth because sometimes people can help you. Okay. And sometimes that's usually people you don't know sometimes. Because I know when I was trying to leave the bank, I worked there for 15 years, and I was trying to come up with a plan. And that was to do daycare when I left. And that's the only thing you could plan something, but believe me, that plan don't always go the way you think it's gonna go or end up to the destination that you're gonna end up to. Because mine ended up amazing. It all I can say, it ended up amazing. And I know before I left, I don't know anybody out there thinking about leaving their 9 to 5 job. You hate your job. You don't like it. You want to stay home. But remember, you got to pay them taxes, though.
Yeah.
You got to pay them. And that's one thing, too. I'm going to throw that in because even with YouTube, you still got to, make sure you keep good paperwork to pay those taxes. Because you don't want to forget about those. And because you really work for yourself. So you're
Right.
gonna yeah, all those fees that your employees pay for you, you gonna be you gonna be paying, but it pays off in the end. I'm so glad. And I got a good accountant. I still use that same accountant. Does he charge? Yeah, he charged. But I have a really good accountant. And even when I was worked all those years for myself, that accountant was the one that took care of everything. So yeah, you want to make sure you do that. But also, I know a lot of times is, let's see, Jennifer's saying, haha, so true, Betty. Plans definitely change and pivoting happening more than often than not. Yep, it really does. It really does. And I think, Jennifer, the reason I talk about it so much because I see people are fearful of leaving their jobs. I know people have bills. I know they have mortgages, they have car payments, they have it all. And I'm pretty sure when I left, I had a car payment. I'm pretty sure because I don't think my car was 4 years old. It might have been, who knows? But yeah, but also, like I said, I did all the planning in the world. I was going to do daycare, which I end up doing. And then, but before I left the bank, I was just waiting to see if I was ready. And then, some other things happened in between that time. And I never forget, I went to this secondhand store where this girl just went into business of the store. And we were talking. I didn't know my best friend was with me that day. We must have was on break from the bank. And the girl told me, and that's why I say, listen to other people. You don't have to do what they say. And she said, you will never be ready. If you ready, if you think that when you leave that bank, everything gonna be ready, it ain't gonna never be ready for you. She said, you're gonna have to take that leap of faith. She says, always gonna be a little space in between that you gotta hop over. And that's the uncomfortable part of it. So it can be done. It can be done. It can be done. It really can. And I think really warm. So I know everybody don't want to work for themselves or cannot work for themselves. But I just wished that I really would have taught my sons a lot more about entrepreneurship.
Right.
That's one of my greatest regrets, that even that I didn't teach them, even though they saw me do it and other people saw me, because one girl's doing it now. She says she watched me through the years, so now she's opening up her own business, so she saw and watched what I did through the years. Is what she
Well,
did.
I
Mhm.
tried like with my kids when they were small. There was a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad,
Oh
and and
yeah.
and it really affected my life as far as
Okay.
like trying to teach my kids as far as investing. When I was growing up, investing for me, my mom was go put your money into a bank account, draw 0.2% interest a year, and all this other, and
Mhm.
that was savings. That really is not savings. I mean, it is savings, but it's not really. You have to learn how to invest. And I started teaching my kids try at a young age. I exposed them to it. I didn't necessarily. I mean, again, I didn't see it, connect till later on in life. I mean, it's now I'm seeing it. I mean, but back when they were kids and teenagers, and I didn't see it. But now I'm starting to see how they understand. And as far as working for yourself, that the rich dad, poor dad was basically, it's like, you think somebody out here that has to go to work every day for somebody else, and they make, let's say, about $50 an hour, and they come home and it's like, wow, he's making a lot of money. That man has to go to work. He can't do what he wants to do. That's not a rich man. That's a poor man. If he makes $100 an hour and he has to go to work, that's a poor man.
Yes, it is.
A rich man is a person who you let your money work for you, basically. And if you decide you want to make a career change, you can. You do what you want to do. Now, see, that person is really rich. So if I'm working and I decided I wanted, I'm over here, I'm a mechanic, but I want to be a chef now, and I can walk away from that job and go do something else. See, that's a rich person, because they made plans. They can live their dreams. Most of us, we survive paycheck to paycheck and things like that. And it's like, oh my God, what happens if I lose my job? You're poor. I don't care how much money you make and how much you're poor. If you can't quit that job, you're poor. I mean, you're I don't want to say the word slave, because I mean I know it ain't like slavery, but it's like you got to go to that job, and the boss.
You got to go. And you said something that I say to everybody, because I used to watch people. I worked at the bank, and I used to watch people come in that work for themselves, and I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't do that. Here they make a lot of money, then they make a little bit of money. I can't do it. And here I end up doing it, because I say, if you live from paycheck to paycheck, you can go back to the old job if you leave it right. Or I say, a little bit of money I was making, I might as well went to McDonald's and Burger King or somewhere, because people at the bank at that time really didn't make a lot of money, and probably don't today either. Jennifer says, I minored in entrepreneurship for my bachelor's degree, and I learned so much from those classes compared to the rest of my degree. Yep. And one thing I can say, Jennifer, is all the education I learned at the bank those 15 years came with me. It came with me, and I used it to my advantage. So that's probably where I was supposed to go, and that's probably where all the learning that I was supposed to get. Because the first year, most businesses go out of business. They don't make it a year. Okay. So yeah.
But again, it pays off. Even I really didn't do that. I don't know about working for myself. I never worked for myself. I've always worked for somebody, or some company or whatever. So I've never worked for myself. But as I get into YouTube streets, I'm understanding what people say. Oh, you don't have to do videos. You don't have to you don't have to go out there and hustle. You don't have to network. But you're losing money. You're not gonna make any money. So you want to take a month off? Take a month off. Your channel won't grow. It's gonna be right there, right where you left it, in the dirt, probably a little further down. So it's up to you. So working for yourself is totally different. I take a couple of weeks off from my other job. When I get back, the grind is the same. You just come back from vacation and you keep moving. YouTube, you go on vacation for 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, watch what happens to your channel.
I'm gonna say something today about working for yourself, though. It recalls something great in mind. My dad called it golden handcuffs. You locked in.
You're locked in.
Paycheck. you are locked in. With that paycheck. And then Jennifer says, true. Andrew and I work so hard to have multiple revenue streams like a business would. For instance, I do online surveys and they pay in gift card. I do those for Amazon and Starbucks money.
Yep.
Okay. And then also too, I say on that destination, people come along and they talk to you, and sometimes always listen, but take in, if you're going to do it or you're not going to do it, because sometimes you could take part of it and it enhances what your vision's looking at, and sometimes you got to chunk it all out, because if that's not part of your vision, then I say, but you can listen. People are always there to help. But some people, like, especially if they're working 9 to 5 every day, they just can't see it. How you gonna make the money? How you gonna make it?
Well, that's their fear. That's their fear. I need this money. I need this right now. I need this. As somebody explained to me when I was little, they're holding on so tight to that dream about the money and what they have, that they can't receive other blessings, other monies coming in, because they're holding on so tight. Betty, I can't give you this money because I need this money. And if they had just opened up their hand, here, Betty, no telling what you might have done for them. Got into another job, no telling what you might have done to them. But they hold on to so tight. I can't. I need this. This is mine.
Yeah.
And if you give to others, you'll be surprised what may become of it.
Yeah. And I want each and every one of you to know, when I talk about entrepreneurship, it's not easy. It's you gonna put some hours in, because it's your own business. And that's when I think about YouTube, I'm like, because I work with pregnant women, laboring women. I would leave the house sometimes on Monday and I wouldn't come back home to Friday. I was making the money. But I had to put in a lot of time into it, but then, everything ends up paying off in the end, but you got to work hard to make it work. And it's just like YouTube. What have you done for me lately?
Pretty much.
Not what you did yesterday. What you're doing now. And then when the next day comes, what have you done for me lately? Because I was a salesperson also at the bank. And my manager used to say that all the time. What have you done for me lately? And Jennifer said, yes, money will come and go, but I'm definitely believe in giving. And it comes back most of the time when you need it the most. I say that only if you give from your heart. Some people don't give from their hearts. Some people have an agenda. I've learned that recently. Some people do. They have an agenda of why they're giving you that money. So if you got an agenda, you can keep it, is what I say.
Right.
Because you're not giving it from your heart. And that's why I say people give money out and they put a stipulation on it. It's like, once it's gone, it's gone. That's how I look at it. If I hand money out, I can't get mad if they don't pay it back. Now they won't get no more, but I'm not going to get upset. Yeah, I'm really not. I tell anybody, I'm not going to get upset about me giving you that money. And I learned that from my husband, really. He said, but it's easy because when they come back, you say, you didn't give me my money.
Right.
And you'll never have to give them another thing. Dee says, my sister does those online surveys too, Jennifer. Pay for her cat stuff. She breeds. Oh, my son, my son breed ragdoll cats. Yeah.
What are ragdoll cats?
They're expensive cats. People pay thousands of dollars for. My son do that. That's why they can take all them children on vacation. And so he works for himself. He ain't working for nobody. Yeah. Rag cat. Well, his wife works, but somebody still got to work. But that's what they raised, and it's lots of money. She also has her own, and my son as well. Oh my goodness. Okay. Keisha says, my husband has his own business, and those golden handcuffs are not so much tied to our financial security, but ensuring that his employees are taken care of.
Well, I mean, they're tied to the employees. The employees got to be there making that money, and
Yeah, that's what
Eventually,
you need.
the smart ones will be looking at, how can I start my own business? How can I, the smart ones.
Uh-huh.
And you know what? I'm going to scratch that. Just because I don't see their vision doesn't mean that the vision is not right, because
Mm-hmm.
it's right for them. They may
Mm-hmm.
not, just like me. I never worked for myself, and
Mm-hmm.
I think I did okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I mean, other people probably looked at me. The entrepreneurs probably looked at me and like, man, this guy goes in and works these 60-hour weeks and stuff like that for somebody else. He could, just think about it if he did that for himself. So um, yeah, no, I mean, again, so
Yeah.
you know, let them live their life, and hopefully they, do what they want to do.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's the only thing. But it's hard work. It's working for yourself. And like I say, you got to pay the insurance. You need an account unless you could do it your own self. But he did well for me because when I retired early, everything was where it needed to be. And I have the accountant don't take chances. You know how sometimes accountants do stuff that they shouldn't do and that mess come back and fall on you. So he's not that type of accountant. So
Right.
yeah. Keisha say no. Oh, you want to say something? Go ahead.
No, I was looking at Keisha. Yeah, no, Keisha, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's not your husband worries about them because they're tied to the golden handcuffs, not him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I mean that's good that he thinks like that. He worries about what they would do if he
Mm-hmm.
closed.
Yeah.
And again, that's because they're tied, which they should be planning. You don't know how long, if you're working for somebody else, you don't know how long that place is going to be open. You don't know how long they're going to be working there. So you have to
Mm-hmm.
make plans to do things otherwise, so you don't have those handcuffs on you. So that,
Mm-hmm.
hey, if your husband's business closes, boom, I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna start doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the only one you could be sure about is yourself.
Yep. D talking about the rag dog cats. She said people yeah, people want them cats and place their names down waiting for the next litter. Beautiful
Wow.
cats. People come up
Right.
from Melbourne to buy them.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a go ahead
Yeah,
and
my
Google that.
child,
Because I
she
don't know.
pregnant right now. She pregnant right now. They make tons of money on them cats. I'm telling y'all. Yep. So Keisha said, I always work in corporate America and has equally been a blessing and a curse. Yeah, and
It is.
some people some people gotta work for somebody because if nobody worked for somebody,
Right.
we would have business that go under. And then another thing I want to talk about my best friend that she really did help me once I got ready to make that leap because I didn't have any money in savings. I talked about that before. I had a mortgage card note. I wasn't going to have any medical insurance. Just all the other things that when you leave. So she found me $4,000 because I was going to get $4,000 at the end of the year. So there's going to be some months in between. So she found me $4,000 and the person said, you sure she going to pay me back? And she was like, yeah, she going to pay you. And I paid her back earlier than what she thought it was going to
Good.
be. But everything just seemed to go right. I know a lot of time people do stuff and it don't, it just falls through. But for me, it just everything went right. I found insurance for me and the boys was less than at the bank. My branch manager, that was what he was harping on. He was like, you're not gonna have any health insurance. And then I told him, well, I'm gonna do like everybody else, go to the emergency room.
Uh,
So yeah, so you'll have people on that road to help you, you know, but you'll have people on there that would try to destroy you. And that's why people like to keep their mouth shut. Whenever people doing something, they always say, well, I'll tell you later once it's all over. And sometimes it's not about the money or anything. People just need to focus on, what they're going to do. Because
right.
like I did the child care and Oh,
That's
you
a
don't know the
right.
cat. I'm like,
Yeah,
who?
right.
Where did thing come
Right,
from?
right. That's me. That's not, no,
I
not
know.
a show.
There's the kid. They
That's
just
the
like
ragdoll cat.
that. Oh my God, beautiful. Look just like my son. They all look the same. Even when people take them outside, they'll put them on a leash. And like one lady to the clothesline, so the cat could be outside. They don't let them cats out.
That's
They
smart. I never
pay
thought about that.
thousands of dollars. They even got YouTube channels. People got YouTube channels on them cats.
I never heard of a ragdoll cat in my entire
Yep.
life. All
Now
right.
you heard. If you
It
ever
looks
see
like
one out there that look like that, grab him.
it looks like a cat to me.
Thanks for sharing that. He told me I look like. Well, you better grab it and say it. That's what you better do.
I'll grab a cat. It'd be some alley cat or something. It'd be like that. This cat is worth nothing.
So people do. They come in your life out of the to shine the light in, and or people come in to dim it. One of the other is what they do. So yeah. But that's what people mainly do. Even older people would tell you, don't tell people your plans. It'll jinx it. Did your mom parents say the same thing, Warren Strong? Don't tell other people your plans.
Not really, but again, I
Mhm.
mean, I was always like, don't you don't tell everybody all your business. But I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
just because you don't know what people are going to do.
Yeah.
And I've seen it like on the YouTube streets. I never thought about it, but
Uh-huh.
I've seen it happen like on the YouTube streets. It's like, man, you know what would make a good video? Da 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 da. And before you can make the video, somebody who was there made the video. So yeah, I mean, I've seen it, and you just learn to just keep things close to the vest, and
Mhm.
just I'm gonna show you.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. And even if you're on that journey and somebody try to turn you around, see, I'm the kind of person you motivate me.
Uh-huh.
If you tell me I can't do it or you just think that's not possible, oh yeah, I'm gonna show you then. It's a show, it's a showtime. It's
Yeah.
show it is show time. We gonna show up now. So yeah, but and then God, it missed my mind. I was gonna say something to Jennifer. Oh, about their show. But Tuba Chat does something I really like where you don't drop the links because you have to go search, you have to go find them, and they put them higher up on the search list. And I think that's amazing. I do. I think not dropping those links, and people have to go and search for them, it brings them more up on the search, thing. So it's just,
That makes sense.
yeah. So, because
Super Chat,
people,
I mean, he's done his research, and when you listen to him, you can learn a lot. I mean, again, he's unlike there's a lot of channels that try to imitate him, but again, as you say, you can't do better than the original. So
mhm,
for me,
yeah,
he's like the original, and I listen to what he says as far as I don't go over it as much as I used to,
yeah.
but again, when he talks, I listen.
Yeah. But yeah, that's one thing. I don't know, Jennifer, if y'all, it's just an idea because it puts them more up on the search list because they're new. And sometimes they have a popular name too, like Emotions. Um, he has one. So I don't know if he's climbed up yet on the list. So yeah. And Jennifer says, oh yeah, it's my son that raised the cats, D. Yeah. He's been doing it for years now. Haha, putting your engagement on Facebook and everyone on YouTube shares the news for you. Oh yeah, that people do everything now. Even if they go to a funeral, they share it. Share the
Right.
casket, the body, and everything. They even
With that
had my
engagement,
auntie up there. I'm like,
Jennifer giving like a personal story there. She shared it with Facebook, but she was going to come back and make some YouTube stuff about it before she could
mhm.
get back. 2 or 3 channels have already congratulations on YouTube channel. So it kind of took
Uh-huh.
away from what they wanted to do, all because they shared it on Facebook.
But honestly, honestly, I used to be on Facebook all day long. And I broke myself out of it too. And boy, Facebook will hunt you down. You got this many things, they'll find you on your email. You got this many on there, trying to get you back on there. But I'm not on, and my family in Australia is on there a lot. And I'll pop over once in a while. But now they know I'm not on there, so they know to send it through Messenger or somewhere, because she does a lot, so many kids. So she's always putting stuff on there. So I think I only got 50 some people on Facebook.
I don't use Facebook too much, but you know what I get hooked into, and that's
What?
TikTok.
TikTok, yeah, shortly.
I mean, I just boom, boom. I just go through TikToks left and right all day long. Boom, boom, boom. And then they have this one trend now where it's like people send them gifts and they, oh, chili, too hot, and they do all this other crazy stuff, and it's like this is like literally the dumbest thing I've ever seen, and people keep sending them gifts.
Oh my goodness. Oh, but another thing too, like I say, we all heading the same way with YouTube. We all want to be successful on YouTube, but we're all heading a different way. Maybe the husband and wife or partners, they're heading the same way, but they're still going to be doing different stuff to aggravate each other.
Oh, definitely.
Because I want to do it.
Whenever you have more than one mind, you're going to come to some kind of disagreement. I want to do this. I think we should be doing that. And that's how you work that out is going to be so important. That's why a lot of companies, they split off, and you'll see a successful company, but they have a disagreement. Now you got two companies making the same thing. We have a Coney hot dog place here. Two brothers, they opened up a place, and they had a disagreement. They wound up splitting up and built Coney's right next to each other. And they're famous. They've been on TV and food channels and stuff like that. American and National Coney Island, and you just had a disagreement.
Okay. And that's another thing too. Thumbs up, please, and share me out. And again, I'm gonna thank all the ones that come after and watch the replay. So, and I don't forget what we was talking. What I just talked about. He don't know either.
It was talking about disagreements.
Oh yeah, that's one thing. When I worked for myself, I did not, with the pregnant laboring women, I did not work for my friends, their sons and daughters. I did not work. Because you could break a friendship because of that. And even when I watch kids, my friends' kids, friends and family, ain't doing it. Because I'm gonna fall out with them over childcare. So if you're in a business yourself, don't do a lot of stuff with friends.
Be careful, family and friends, be careful.
I learned that.
Even making recommendations, it's like, hey, be careful doing that.
You just made me think of something. I had this washing machine forever with the boys, and that sucker was working the whole time. And then we did the remodel. We got the new washing machine. So I gave it away to a friend that taught me too. Don't give nothing to a friend. And a year later, she called me and talking about, Betty, the washing machine broke down. What I'm gonna do? Huh? A year later, even if you call me a month later.
Right. If you didn't pay for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you never know. That's the only thing. It didn't break up a friendship because, I'm still close friends with the family. But I'm like, huh? I couldn't believe it. General topic, Betty, like, do not bring your kids in.
Betty.
But maybe that's why I am, because I did that for a while before I got into working with the pregnant women. So I did that for a while. And like I say, I was a Gold Seal home, and usually I do everything to the best of my ability. Right. And my parents didn't leave. I had to kick them out. The kids that was older, they became possessive because they were there since babies. So another kid grabs something, they think it's theirs. You need to find a kindergarten out there, daycare center. So around 4 years old, they need to go because they just get into stuff. They they need to go around 4 years old. They really do. They think they own the house. I even it was so funny. One of my boys, he's grown now. He that I kept. He told his mom because I used to make pancakes and bacon. So he told his mom. He said, "Mama, make me a pancake like Miss Betty." He did. He said. She said when she cooked it, he like, this don't taste like Miss Betty pancake. She probably made it from the box. I made it from scratch. He's like, this don't taste like. And I still know him. I think he's about 25. I watched a whole family of kids, and I'm still with that one family too. I still, know them all. So some of those relationships you still maintain when you're a good daycare provider. The kids wasn't a problem, it was the parents.
Right.
Y'all parents a problem, Jennifer. Y'all a problem. And you know what? I ran it as a business. That's why I survived. I ran it as a business. If you picked your child up late, you was gonna pay a nice late fee. I was gonna have I used to call it my Red Lobster money. You was gonna pay. You bring your child in here and you up there think you're gonna pick it up late. You used to be running up to the door. Hey, Song, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Well, we done been on here an hour already.
What?
Oh yeah, we done been on an hour already. But what I want to say, while you're going to that destination, make sure you have a plan. I'm not telling you to just get up, leave a job, but
Have a plan.
Have a plan. But maybe you can't fully carry it out, and I kind of was pushed against the wall because I wanted a bigger raise and he wasn't going to give it to me. So I had done got too bold for him. So, yeah. And usually they let you go at the bank. Usually they let you go immediately because they don't want you to, they want to, get the paperwork, but he wanted to be nasty and keep me there for 2 weeks. So, yeah. So that was a rarity on that end. But I got out of there and never regretted it for the rest of my life. And that's another good thing with me too, is I don't go back to old stuff. You know how some people back up? I never go back to. That's just something about me. That's a strong part of me. But I'm telling you, since I came to YouTube, I had a strong part of me that I've lost, and I've got to get it back. And that's my mouth. I had a strong thing of, you wouldn't call it integrity. What do you call it? Just don't talk about nothing. That's what I had. I really did. And I find myself, I'm beginning to lose that. And I worked hard on that, so hard. And I'm definitely going to get that back. YouTube, kind of messed me up with that a little bit. My integrity on that. Okay. Jennifer says, also have a backup plan. Never know when a layoff or life change may happen.
I was there. I had a job and I got laid off.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh my goodness, wife pregnant, and it's like,
oh God. No.
I mean, again, I think by the time I got laid off, I think it was like a newborn.
Oh God.
It's like, what am I doing? So now I'm scrambling and looking for work and collecting unemployment, and because it came off. I mean, it came up fast. It wasn't like I knew it was coming up, and God watches out for children and fools. So I was too old to be a child, so he watched out for me.
You sure watched out for me.
He showed me to a place. I got a job, and I remember going to the job interview, and it's like they started interviewing me. It's like, do I have any questions? I said, no. I mean, again, I need a job. I didn't even ask how much money I made. I don't care. I need a job. and oh man, you know, they wound up hiring me, and that's where I retired from. I mean, it was a blessing. I got laid off. I found a job that I made more money and did less
See
work.
that? Sometimes it's a
So
blessing. It
it's a
is.
blessing. It was a
Sometimes
blessing.
because the first time I got fired from one job and I cried my heart out, and I say I will never do that one again. Cry. Because it only makes you stronger, really. Because you
Yep.
crying in front of somebody, don't care. They just need to fire you. They need to get rid of you. Is what it is. Laid off right now, Jennifer says, in a part-time job that I was about to leave, have been saving us.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. And that's what I say. You just never know. And you know, Keisha said something too, how they live not on 2 paychecks, but they live on 1 paycheck.
That's the way to do it.
Yep. Live underneath your means. Underneath your means. It'll pay off in the end. Keisha said, I've been under job elimination status multiple times in my role, but thank God never got let go. Yeah. And you know that happens, Keisha, too, because I wanted to get laid off when the bank, the Barnett Bank bought our bank. I wanted to, and they were going to lay off a lot of us because they bought this bank called Rutland. It was huge, and the state wouldn't let them. They told them they had to keep us. So I got lucky though, because I got a bank close to home, and a lot of people had to go to different banks, and I just got fortunate that I didn't have to. I learned to play the game because it was
Right.
all just a game. Is what it is. So sometimes you just got to play the game until you can get out of there. So
It's funny, kind of what you learn in life. And for some years, my kids always said, "Dad, you should be a travel agent," because I love to travel.
mhm.
I don't want to be a traveler. I don't want to deal with other people's problems. And sure enough, I came out here, and I'm a travel agent now, and I'm
I
taking
know.
and trying to take my. I said travel agent, but I haven't done one lesson yet.
But
Instead of doing
you
lessons, I'm on here
already
live with
are.
Betty.
Just look at all the travel agents I know.
It's crazy. But again, I look at it a little bit differently, because all I really want to do is book my own travel at a discount.
I know that. I tell you, I know what he's doing over there, y'all. It ain't. Believe me, it ain't.
But the thing is, and again, I was talking to my daughter about this, and my grandkids, and my son. It's like, if you decide to do it, you got a foot in the door. Warm Strong Adventures Travels is the name of my company, because I guess I am an entrepreneur because it's my company. But just think, like my granddaughter, and I was talking to my daughter about it, and it's years down the road.
Yeah.
But again, she could be 18, become a travel agent, and book like the high school trip, high school graduation trip, or even before then, and book get in with the local high school, and just do the yearly graduation trip, and it's a stream of income. It doesn't mean that that's what they're going to do for the rest of their life, but it's a stream of income for kids, for other people in the family. So while you're doing another job, hey, do this part-time. And I think it's a good things happen for a reason. I'm a little too old, so it's not. I mean, it really doesn't benefit me.
No, you're not. I keep saying that. I don't know why you keep saying that.
Because again, if I haven't got my streams of income by now, so
never know.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It won't hurt, and if
it could change like that.
I able to make enough to book a cruise or whatever. It paid off.
Yep, I'm telling you, never know. No,
and who knows? Maybe I will enjoy it. Maybe I will enjoy helping people book cruises, because I love talking to people about cruises and things like that. So maybe it will pay off. I doubt it, because I don't have the patience for a lot of personalities out there.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Okay, because you gotta have it. I know. I thought you were gonna say me some
vacation. I'm, well, sir, ma'am, I didn't know it was going to rain. I mean, I can't control the rain. I'm good, but I'm not that good. Well, I'm never going to book you again, you dirty mother.
And another thing, I think we touched on it one time in a private conversation, is I say honestly, if YouTube creators get really serious and focused, it can end up being generational wealth. It really could be.
It could. It could.
You young enough, Jennifer, Keisha, it could end up being generational wealth, y'all. It really could.
I tell my kids that it's like, and they're not really into it. My daughter kind of likes YouTube, but not she doesn't have the time.
Yeah.
But again, it's like,
never.
Who knows how long I can do this?
Yeah.
But again, if the channel's monetized, we can like easily switch it over to somebody else.
Yeah.
And you could take it down another path and already monetized and start making money as a stream of income.
Yep. Now that, what they say, bring all the money. But I want to say, I didn't even know, honestly, the journey that I was taking when I left the bank. I didn't know where it was going to lead me, and I just thought I was going to do daycare until I retired, to be honest. And it just ended up, I was looking at TV. I used to look at baby stories all the time. I told y'all I love laboring women and pregnant women, and it used to be a baby stories used to come. My husband said he was so tired of me looking at them stories and listening to it. And it was a Canadian lady, I can still remember, older lady, and she was a doula. And a doula is a person that helps with your labor, or they go to your home after and help you when you leave the hospital. And I said, I can do that. And sure enough, it led me on a journey that I loved and retired from,
Right.
So it started out being a doula. Then that's how I say stuff usually fell in place for me. When I went to take the class to be a doula, and you can't learn to be it really, y'all. They could just give you techniques that will make you better. There's just something in you. And then the hospital needed a childbirth educator. They had one, but they needed two. So I went, right into that. Then that led to me going to every school in the county. For that, I got certified. And then I always forget, the pregnant young girls that I taught in high school used to come to my house every Saturday. Yep, they sure did. So it all worked out. And you know what? Nobody ever went in labor either. I don't think I ever missed some Saturdays when I think about it.
Wow.
Yeah, but I did that and got paid good money, and got paid from the time I woke up, because that was preparation time. And then after they left, then I had cleanup time. Yep, it got good. Hey, together we travel.
Hello.
Got good, y'all. That bank money was nothing. And then Dee said, 5 years at the cotton mill. Fire made redundant 2001. Then rubber factory, 5 years. New owners made redundant 2008. Do you know what the redundant mean, or is that an Australian phrase? Probably.
Redundant. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, at Wooden, she's telling us all the jobs she's did.
Yeah.
Though. At Woolen Mill now, same job for 15 years. Too young to retire. Okay. Yep, you never know. I was 57. You never know. But I had a smart husband too, so I have to throw that. I have to throw that in the mix, So
Redundant. Laid off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but you never, and that's why I say you never know. If someone would have told me years ago that I would have been keeping kids, I would have been working with laboring women, and retired 57, not in my wildest of dreams. Not in my wildest of dreams. And then when you do get something, y'all, I don't care how little it is, be grateful.
Yep.
Be grateful. And I was starting to forget. And my husband kept saying, Betty, you're not grateful, And I did. I has because you know what, when you have it ain't like I got a whole, but it is when you have and then you have the time. He said I had too much time on my hands. That's what it was, and it's true. You think and and here poor people, they going to work and they gotta, the bosses, and they got hours trying to figure out the schedules and stuff.
Yep.
And I'm gonna tell you, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I now, yeah, I'm grateful. She says she got packages too on the layoffs. So that's good when they do give you layoff time. So Armstrong, what are you doing today?
Apparently, I'm gonna try to do some studying. So we'll see.
Oh,
We'll
it's
see.
studying involved.
I know, right, Betty? See, I'm too old for this.
Oh, I just thought they just give you that you sign
No,
the
no,
paper and
you would think so. I
and
mean,
pay.
again, I know what I'm doing. Come on, people. I don't need to. I don't need these classes.
Yeah, you need them. You need them.
But
Because
yeah,
what
you do.
happened was when I was working as a doula, see, I got certified in everything. I just made sure that I always got. So what happened was at first the agency didn't accept doulas that wasn't certified. But later on, to say they save money, they start getting the ones that was not certified. So they wanted to lower my money to the ones that I said I ain't doing it then. You think they lowered my money? Yeah. Look, I'm like, you done lost your mind. I tell you, they couldn't believe it. And the lady, she used to come by my house to do to look through my paperwork. And that's what she had bought that. And then she went back to the office and somebody in there I knew, she said, girl, you had that office humming. No, she told me, she said, well, what did she say? She said she ain't gonna do it then. And then she came back talking about we gonna grandfather you in, and you go, I know you're gonna do something because I ain't spending all them hours at the hospital for that little bit of money.
Right.
And I got the paperwork. Who else? Hey, Bud Files.
Paper files. Together we travel.
Yeah, together we travel. I started in one yeah, that's how it ended up. I started in one direction and end up running into burning buildings. Oh my goodness, for 26 years, firefighter. By the grace of God, I retired at an early age and enjoying it. I'm pretty sure it's firefighter. That's what my brother does.
I tried to be a firefighter. My eyesight wasn't good enough.
Oh, my brother been it since he was 18. He's 50 something, and his son just passed the academy.
Nice.
So second generation of firefighters.
Yep. My brother was a firefighter.
Okay, yeah. And they go through a lot because I know my brother had witnessed, I guess, the car accident, and what he saw, it just messed up he had to go to a therapist for a while. So yeah. Because like you say, they see the worst of the worst sometimes, so and then you got to take that home and try to get it. But yeah, he's been doing it since he was 18. Now he just works in the office. He don't ride on the trucks no more. He the big man now.
My brother did that. He started driving the trucks, and then it's like, as you say, going into the office, doing the paperwork.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, he is
I'm
retired.
hoping he can retire at his, early and not have to work so long. Is what I'm thinking. So I'm hoping. Dee said her father was a captain in the fire brigade. All right now.
Nice.
Yeah, that's nice. It is. That is really nice. So yeah. So yeah, he's a firefighter. My sister, the RN nurse. So, and I just floated around everywhere.
That was my brother. My brother, he was a firefighter, but they had a lot of downtime because they do 24 hours
Yeah.
on.
Mm-hmm.
So he went to school and he became a nurse too. So he
Yeah,
retired from the fire department and he still works as a nurse now.
Yep. I know a guy that did that. He stopped being a firefighter though. He ended up just do the RN nurse part now.
Mm-hmm.
But the guy I'm thinking about, he was going with the captain's daughter while he was in training and stuff, and they end up breaking up. I said, you better go in there and make up.
Yeah, be careful. That should be a short career.
He said, he told my Miss Betty, I tried. I said, you better go back and try some more till you get the paperwork. That was
right.
So don't mess with nobody in the family. Because that's how he got in, because of her. Indeed, you see so much. Yeah, you really do. But most of those guys, they stay almost for most of them stay to retirement, and they become a family, a true family. I remember my brother lost his son, and my brother didn't have to do nothing. His family didn't have to do nothing. They bought meals for a long time. Okay, so and it was even what they did was my nephew, the way he died, they really wanted to move out the place that them firefighters found them a house that same weekend and moved them all out to another house, from apartment to a house. So they're family.
Destination Fun wants to know why I'm dressed like it's wintertime.
I know I was gonna say that, but I was gonna leave it alone. Thank you. You always starting something.
So all Big Spoon coming in strong.
Anybody know Destination Fun? She be dishing it out.
I mean, my goodness, Big Spoon. Yeah, the central air is on, so I'm a little chilly. So I just have the what's the name on? It's supposed to be about 90 degrees here today.
Because I was trying to figure out, whenever she asks a question, something, I'm always trying to figure it out. Because she had asked Mike Clock Adventures. What is it?
Family Mike Clock Family Adventures.
Yeah. And she asked him, "You gonna be on Betty's Tea Party?" I'm so glad I talked to Mike first. And I already knew he wasn't. I'm like, what she asked that? I did. That was, I always think it's something in her mind.
I'm sure it's something slick. She's trying to ask.
It is. And she'll be on, they'll be on tonight at 5:30. I remember seeing that.
At 5:30 or 6?
Tonight, they'll be on tomorrow at 6. But they're doing a live tonight, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I saw that. It's gonna be Jennifer. It's gonna be the three. I'm gonna call them the Three Stooges.
Wow.
The Three Stooges gonna be together.
5:30 tonight. Okay.
Thank you, everybody. Thumbs up to help us grow. I wondered also. I just thought Bill was getting ready for pumpkin spice.
Wow.
Wow, Bill.
Guess next time I'll come out in a t-shirt and freeze.
I tell you, my husband was in the service and he was in Alaska and he got frostbites on his hand, and they're really affecting him now. So of course, all they do is put in for more money is what they do. But they're really bad. Now he had to sit like with gloves on his hands because he gets so cold. But it's from them frostbitten fingers. I told you tonight at 5:30. I know. Yep. I saw it. Okay.
You're on it. I'm the one late.
D says it's winter here, Destination Fun. She talking about I don't want no winter. Going up there to them cold states. Shouldn't have moved to Florida.
No, we're not going through that again. But again, alligators and snakes and spiders and all this. No, I kind of like the more I talk about moving to Florida and I talk to people from those states, I'm good. I can go down there just for a little bit, visit when it's cold here, and come back here and enjoy the weather up here in Michigan and during the summertime. Spring, summer, and fall is a great time to be in Michigan. Wintertime, okay, I come down there for 3 months. But my goodness.
Okay, I'll say thumbs up to share me out. You share me out, I'm gonna pin you up to the top. And Sunday, I go on at noon Eastern Standard Time for my premiere. And then, of course, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. My lives. And also, I really want to thank everybody in the chat. And again, I want to thank everybody that come back for my replay, because all y'all are showing out is all I can say. So again, Warm Strong, before we leave, tell me what you're doing next week again.
I will. Hey, Carol, welcome in. Next week at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Wednesday, me and Scott, Controversial Cruising, will do our weekly show. Mm-hmm. And then Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, I will do Banter with Bill with this show by myself.
Okay. And a couple of pop-ups here and there.
Maybe, but probably not. Betty, I am so glad that
Uh-huh.
I might pop up on somebody's live. You know, if they go live, I might pop up there. But as far
Uh-huh.
as doing them myself,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have any desire to do that anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Me either, no pop-ups. Carol, the girl miniature. I'm having the tea party. That's right. I forgot to even talk about that. The tea party the last Sunday in the month. So you need to let me know if you want to be part of it or not, please, in Instagram. So we all enjoyed that. D, I know it's 2 a.m. So just what you know what? Just do the replay for me. I don't expect you, to be up,
No, right.
and everything. But Carol, thank you so much for stopping by. And thanks everybody for being here. My moderators, I thank you so much. And I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. I've had a good time this morning. I thank you so much, Bill. And I thank everybody that's been in the chat. I will see y'all later.
Bye bye, everybody.
Bye bye.